Well, the Dodgers have an enormous amount of injury issues with their pitching staff. And we had talked extensively about the fact they had 4 to 5 young starters at Oklahoma City that looked like they were about to break through. Well, one of them never got out of spring training and is yet to pitch, Ryan Pepio. And he was probably the hottest of the AAA guys. He's got an oblique injury. It's taken a long time to come back. I mean, he got hurt in March, and we are now to June, and he's still yet to throw. Because of other injuries, they rushed the kids to the front. And Michael Grove had one good outing and has been battered since that point in time. Gavin Stone, the third young arm, came up from Oklahoma City, 3 outings. His earned run average is 14.40. Ooh. His stuff is electric, but they're teeing off on some of his stuff. He's probably going back to Oklahoma City. They've just got real big issues. Noah Syndergaard has had a couple of good outings, a couple of really bad outings, has not shown the ability to go deep in starts, got a 6.47 ERA. He's just not the pitcher he was prior to all the injuries with the New York Mets. I don't know whether they shove him to the bullpen and just let him try to work his way back into the rotation, or whether they just keep sending him out to try to get the job done. They just have real thinness now in their pitching staff. There is no Dustin May. He's just had a plasma platelet injection, which is going to extend his time on the disabled list, and he's on the 60-day DL, so he's not coming back. He's not throwing, not doing anything. Julio Urias has tweaked his hamstring again, so he's not ready to come back. And obviously, Jimmy Nelson, who was an insurance policy starter, once upon a time was a pretty reliable innings eater for Milwaukee, has had 3 shoulder setbacks. He's gone for probably the rest of the year.
Wow.
Their starting rotation right now is Clayton Kershaw, Tony Gonsolin, and then kids who get shelled or bullpen days. So the Dodgers have got a big issue. However, Andrew Friedman said on Saturday, the Dodgers are going to go shopping for a veteran pitcher. So there's something that might happen in the trade front. Now, I don't think they're going to take on mega payroll, but you're going to make a call to the other teams that are in trouble. Toronto's having a last place season. Colorado, Milwaukee. So some of these teams who are out of the pennant race already might become sellers even earlier than the baseball trading deadline. And there could be a way to rent a vet, Zack Greinke, Kansas City, if you still think he's got his stuff. Kansas City's in last place. They're not very good. Kyle Hendricks, who just came off shoulder surgery with the Cubs, he's making some money. He's an extra part to a younger rotation. The Cubs are in total rebuild. If they deem Kyle Hendricks completely healthy, maybe that's a guy. Patrick Corbin, last place Washington, but he's got a decent contract. I don't know if the Dodgers want to take that value on. And one guy that has gotten no phone calls since he was let go by Arizona, Madison Bumgarner. Now, that's a burning question. The 34-year-old's numbers in Arizona weren't good, but we all know what he was for a long period of time with the Giants. Does he still have his stuff? I think that becomes a big issue. The Dodgers say they're going to make a deal to get a rent-to-veteran pitcher, and they've got the wherewithal to do it. They're not going to trade Gavin Stone, and they're not going to trade any of the other young arms at Oklahoma City, but there's ways to make transactions to rent a vet. So that's the storyline with the Dodgers.
Bumgarner in a Dodger uniform is like someone going from the force to the dark side. If you're a Giants fan, you don't want to ever see that. But I think it just goes to show you that for a lot of these young pitchers, how hard it is to make that leap, into Major League Baseball, how tough it is to compete at that level. Not too many young kids come out right out of the gate and are impacting the game immediately. It takes them a little while to get going. But I kind of wonder, maybe do the Dodgers regret, sending Trevor Bauer away, because they probably could use him now?
No, I don't think they regret that. But I just think that the Dodgers let go so many veterans in the offseason, and I maintain this is all part of a game plan to get way below the luxury tax, hit the reset button to be a bidder and maybe the winner on Showtime Ohtani when we get to February 1st and baseball free agency begins. So keep that in mind. There's a bigger picture than just